Hey guys, Steven back from Pranks, Pixels, Pigs, and more. And right here we've got some ingredients for a go-to sandwich because we're doing cooking with the family.
Yay!
Behind you, right there, we've got my mom, who is going to be the chef, and I'm the sous chef. So Mom, take it away.
All right, great. So what we need to do first before we do anything with regard to cooking is we need to wash our hands.
Yeah.
You look at your hands, you say, hey, those hands are clean.
Yeah, like look at my hands. Hey, those are clean.
But they're not clean. You need to wash them.
Yeah.
It's very important that you wash your hands before you start anything. Now there's a whole bunch of different ways that we like to make grilled cheese sandwiches, but we're going to start with the basic grilled cheese sandwich, wheat bread and American cheese. Now with everything, like with everything, we can make grilled cheese sandwiches with butter on the outside. We can put butter on the inside. We can put butter on the frying pan. The way that I like to do it
Is on the outside.
is on the outside. I like to smear it on the bread.
Yeah.
And then I like to put
We've
that.
already kind of got like a checkpoint example right here from our recent attempts to do this video. And one thing that that will help us a lot. That's Joey in the background. So one thing that can be very nice.
Joey, honey, can you turn that down, please?
Yeah, Joey. And so one thing that's really helpful is to like we'll do the steps and we'll tell you the steps and show you how to do it.
And you
Pause, then do it, and then like unpause. We tell you the second steps, and then we show you how to do it. Pause, and then you just keep on doing it until you're done. Oh, yikes! Sorry, until you're done.
Okay, great. So now what I've done is I've buttered the back of this piece of bread, and I'm going to put that on top, or rather in my frying pan. I'm going to set my heat on medium, and now I have my butter face down on the frying pan, and I'm going to put 2 slices of cheese on top of, now that, again, this is American cheese. You can use pretty much any type of cheese, and then I'm going to, Steven, we're going to butter the top as well, just like I showed you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put that on top. So what I'm doing off camera and that you can't see is I'm just, while Steven's eating the cheese, is I am just buttering the other side of the bread.
Yeah, just like the first piece. It was just like the first piece. And as you see, I ate the cheese with no proof.
Okay, so what I've done is I put it on. Now, as you can see, you might be able to see in the frying pan, the butter is starting to melt. And what's going to happen is the cheese is going to melt. We're going to start to flip it over as the bread browns. And then we're going to brown the other side. And then we're going to have a grilled cheese sandwich. And what we like to serve with our grilled cheese sandwiches are carrots and cucumbers. And that makes for a nice, mostly nutritious snack. So what we're going to do right now, there you go.
These two.
Cucumbers and carrots. In camera?
No.
No.
Move it
Down.
Yeah, down.
There we go. So that's what we're going to serve with it. Here you go, Steven. So what I do is I'm going to put a lid on the frying pan. What it does is it keeps the heat in.
Yeah, I think this is a lot with fire if I can't get it to light. What I will tend to do is cover like the main smoke source with wood, making no smoke coming out, and after that what happens is like it heats up so much that it gets on fire.
Okay, so you can feel the heat coming off of the frying pan, which means the butter is going to be melting and the bread's going to be browning. And what I've done, like I said, is I put a lid on top of it, which is going to help the heat stay in, and that's going to help the cheese melt. Now, American cheese is one of those cheeses that we all know melts very well. You can use cheddar cheese. You can use mozzarella cheese.
Cheese.
You can use, well, pretty much any cheese.
Yeah. Some cheeses are super stinky, like my mom.
I like stinky cheeses. Now, they don't always melt well, but they do taste good.
Yeah, and if you can hear that, well, there's a lot of, like, There's like a lot.
No, that's my beef burrito.
So I'm.
Yeah, can you hear that? If you can hear that on camera, that means it's working.
So I'm just gonna get a spatula, and then we're gonna flip it and see where. Where we are with this. We want to look underneath and see if it's browning. It is. Look at how beautiful that is. And now you can hear it melt, sizzling on the other side. And I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit because what I've done is I've browned the one side and I want to brown the other side too, but I don't want to brown it so fast that the cheese doesn't melt.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if Stephen mentioned this up front, but we want to make sure that you are not using a stove by yourself if you're a child. If you
because
don't have an adult with you.
I'm a 9-year-old and my mother is with me. She is with me every time I cook. It's because she's with me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And plus I pretty much get free cooking lessons from her. Well, not exactly free because we need to buy the food for the cooking lessons, but that's not the lesson.
Okay, so I've washed the cucumber and the carrots are already pre-washed. Stephen, if you'd like to put some on a plate.
Which plates?
One of those plates. Why don't you take the cheese off of it and put that on the other plate. That's plenty. And then you can cut some cucumber. The cucumber's already.
Give us a second.
Okay, so let's see. So Stephen is cutting the cucumber. Okay, that's plenty. And then we put that on the plate as well. And I'm going to spin us back over to the grilled cheese, and we're going to take a look at that and see how it's going.
It should be cooked by now.
See, it's nice and browned on this side as well, so I flip it over just to make sure that the cheese, so we can see in here, look, the cheese is nice and melted.
Yep.
Looks wonderful. Then I turn the heat off of the stove. And if you want to swerve back over here, you slice your grilled cheese in half. And you have a beautiful grilled cheese sandwich.
Yep.
And so that right here is the first recipe that we wanted to show you on this channel. We also had some other suggestions for shrimp scampi
and Swedish meatballs.
So if you have any suggestions for anything else that you'd like to have us show you, just let us know.
Yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, and leave a comment if you want this to continue. I really think you would. And enjoy your meal. So goodbye.
Oh, you stupid next.